Alright, how's it going my friends? It is iVolt and welcome to another Xenoverse 2 discussion video. And now, today it's going to be a fairly simple one I suppose. And it's pretty much talking about the possibility of Extra Pack 3 now. I'm not sure if this is the end in terms of Xenoverse's Extra Packs, I don't know. Alright, because they haven't said anything that it is the final one, and if they have, then I probably missed it. But I just have a feeling that there's just a bit more that's kind of left out, and if they did a final extra pack, let's say, they could do a better job in terms of having it end in a way where it leaves it very open for a sequel, more so than the way it's ended now, I guess, because this scenario that we've gotten, right, the infinite histories, is pretty much just that. You can choose any mentor of yours to accompany you. I mean, there's obviously prerequisite mentors in order for you to change history, but you take a mentor alongside you and you complete the story, and then it's going to change depending on what mentor you had. So at the end of the story, you could take Raditz with you to face Goku before, you know, Fu escapes, and then Raditz is going to start throwing out Cybermen and talking smack to a Super Saiyan Blue Goku. So it's cool, but I feel like if they add an Extra Pack 3, one of the biggest things that they could include is characters that have been missed, that we would all like to see in Xenoverse. I wouldn't mind paying paying more for another pack. Like, I think that I didn't pay, like, obviously I bought both of the packs, but I'm refunding the actual Extra Pack 1, and I'm just gonna buy Extra Pack 2 by itself. I know that seems a bit extra, but like, it feels justified in my opinion in terms of the content that was provided, because if I'm blatantly honest, alright, Tapion is a cool character, so is Android 13, right? But I have no reason, alright, I'm literally looking at the Steam page here right now, showing these guys. I literally have no reason to care about these guys. Like, I don't care about Dabra, Boo, well, Super Gohan Absorbed, Tapion, or Android 13. The reason why I don't care about Android 13, he doesn't transform. Tapion's alright, you know, his moveset is cool, but I don't care. I feel like it's way too late for them to introduce these guys. Dabra should have been in here to start with, and so should have been Boo. These guys should not be DLC. That's why I don't care about these guys. I do not care. That's why I'm refunding Extra Pack 1. Now, Extra Pack 2, excuse me, that pack I feel like is more justified. It has extra scenarios, like, you know, extra history, well, story mode. It has updated characters that we actually care about. It has Ultra Instinct Goku, it has Jiren, it has Fu, and it has Android 17. Now, even with Goku and Jiren, they got shafted in a way because their movesets could have been way better. They both got generic secondary ultimates, like Goku Ultra Instinct got the generic Super Kamehameha attack, and Jiren got the generic Ki Blast Wave, which is horrible. They could have had some sort of moveset where he actually utilizes his eyes to rapidly attack an opponent. That would have been an amazing rush attack, but no, of course not, you know. And same with Goku. Goku could have had that flip Kamehameha that he did, like punch the opponent and then flip behind them and blast them. That would have been amazing, but again, of course not. Now for an Extra Pack 3, what I would have it include is, I'd have it include 4 characters, Master Super Saiyan Blue or Beyond Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, Kefla, God of Destruction Toppo, and for the 4th one, if I'm honest, I don't know. For the 4th one, I wouldn't have a clue as to who to include. Probably include Dispo, but maybe that might be too many characters from Universe 11, but if you include any other teams, they wouldn't really make that much sense as to why you'd include them. The 4th character, I guess, is up to you guys. Just let me know who you guys want as a 4th character on that roster. You know what? 4th character should be Rage Trunks. The proper Rage Trunks, not the recolor, whatever. A proper version of Rage Trunks. That's what I think it should be. Because his files are in the game. He was literally in the Infinite Histories, but they're just too lazy to include him. Include new costumes for your character, obviously based on those guys. You can't use Reach Trunks, we already have that. Obviously have the new skills and Super Souls, excuse me, from these characters. Have more, you know what? You could perfectly add on to Infinite Histories by just branching off and adding more of this stuff. Alright, add more Infinite History scenarios from these new masters, and then have it perfectly close off Xenoverse 2 100% and give like an opening for a Xenoverse 3. That would be perfect in my opinion, and it should happen, but I doubt it's gonna happen at this point. I doubt it would sell as well, because you know, Ultra Instinct Goku right now is just getting marketed everywhere. Funimation, the Japanese websites, Dragon Ball Heroes, Dokkan Battle. I mean, obviously he's gonna come to Dokkan Battle. He's here in Xenoverse 2, and yeah, the man has a ridiculous amount of hype. He's also, you know, gonna be in Super this week, like in this episode. He's gonna be, you know, fully mastered Ultra Instinct Goku, but I feel like they should do this. The limit burst thing is actually a pretty cool mechanic. I like it, although it can be pretty broken with some abilities, but they just gotta refine these things and fix the netcode, and they would have a pretty damn fun game. Now, honestly, I don't know if you guys even like this idea at all. This is just supposed to be a casual discussion video, just talking to you guys about what I'd like to see, and that I feel like is missing. Because if I'm honest with you guys, on PC, right, us PC players, we get mods. We get amazing modders creating mods for us. Like, we've been able to play with an amazing Ultra Instinct mod for ages before this stuff got announced. And like, we've had Master Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, or you know, Super Saiyan Beyond Blue Vegeta. We've had a proper Rage Trunks. We've had amazing Super Saiyan Blue like skills for our characters way before Dimps implemented it. Okay. We've also had Super Saiyan Rose, Super Saiyan Blue 3, Super Saiyan God, Ultra Instinct is all for our character, Super Ultra Instinct, like any transformation that you could think of possibly in this entire game, it's been done. Super Saiyan Blue 4, a ridiculous amounts of transformations. We've had them all. We've had different costumes, we've had recolorable costumes that they need to add. If they do an extra pack 3, right, they need to add colorable costumes for your custom created character. I don't understand, but it's so ridiculous how we can recolor, you know, the mentors like clothing to a certain degree, but we can't do it for our characters when they're wearing mentors clothing or anybody else's clothing. Like, that would add so much diversity in terms of what your character would look like, because you can now recolor existing costumes in the game. Like, we've had that on PC as well, but we don't have it here. And what Dimps did to us on PC, they pretty much made it so if you have mods, you cannot play online. So we can't even play with our friends anymore. Most of us, I dare say most of, because obviously there's always malicious people out there that use mods to like break the game or whatever. We wouldn't go with like infinite mod health or whatever speed online. We don't care about that. We just want to play with our friends, have fun. And you know, there's fanfiction channels on YouTube still today, and now like they got cut off, like Zanki or Zank. I don't want to like say Zanky, he's gonna make fun of me for that, but he makes amazing fanfiction videos, what if battles and stuff like that alongside Kel. They make amazing content, and that they've been hindered so much because of this, because they can't just, you know, like, if you think about it, when they both go online, they can record this kind of stuff, and it makes it way easier. But you gotta work with an AI, and it's way harder and more tedious to do this kind of what if battles, you know. But I would honestly like love to see an extra pack 3 coming with all of these fixes. Like, you always have these YouTubers say they talk to Dimps, and I'm sure that they do. Okay, I'm not saying they don't. They do. They tell them. They put forward ideas. So I don't understand why they don't listen, like listen closely. They even added an anime pack, like music, anime music pack, and it's like, bro, Fighters did it. Fighters has like that sparking mechanic, so Xenoverse added limit burst, and it's like, why? Just be your own game. You don't need to copy Fighters in terms of this, because it does seem very similar. And I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna pay $14.99 for like 11 songs. Like, I understand they gotta get licenses and stuff to use this, but I could just put on Spotify in the background or something and just play. It's just that simple. I'm not gonna give you money for an anime pack and give you more excuses to give me way more DLC content cutting up the game. Like, I'm not gonna let that happen. I'm not gonna stand for that. Understand if you want to do it, go for it, but I wouldn't recommend it. It's just not worth it in my opinion. Fighters has an anime music pack which is amazing. I think that one, I mean, I wouldn't say it's amazing, but if you like it, go for it. But in terms of Fighters, like, they have music from Dragon Ball, I think Z and GT and all that, I think. Don't quote me on that because I haven't checked yet. Actually, let me check right now just to see what their DLC is. Just give me a second. Okay, the anime music pack includes a total of 11 songs, so they're also including 11 songs, but they're using songs from Dragon Ball Z and GT. Okay, so it was that. And I think Xenoverse is including music from... Where are they including music from? Yeah, they're doing Dragon Ball Z and GT as well. They're doing the same thing. So why? Why are you guys doing the same thing? That's what I don't understand. Well, now that they're doing the same thing, I don't recommend either. Because you'd be getting, like, if you have both games and you buy both packs, you're giving them double the money, which I wouldn't recommend. Like I said, you can use Spotify. Like, for us PC players, you definitely don't need to do this because we can mod any OST from anything and for free. You could literally have music from a different anime if you wanted. Like, you could have music from Naruto in this game, you could have music from your favorite rappers. It's simple. Like, don't do it. It's not worth it. I don't think it's worth it at all. It just feels like a rip-off kind of thing. Like, yes, it's cool, but this should, if you're gonna include this as a DLC, this should have been a thing in the game to begin with. Like, a lot of the stuff that they're selling us should have been in the game to begin with. Like, I keep saying that Boo should have been in the game, but is not, and nobody's being outraged about it. Android 13 should have been in the game, and it's lazy because it doesn't even transform. Tapion should have been there as well, but no. So, I don't know. I don't want to buy this stuff and give them more fuel and more, I guess, will for them to do DLCs, because now every single game relies on DLC and microtransactions so much that it actually makes me feel a bit sick, because, like, I'm just tired of every game coming pretty much incomplete, and then you need like more and more DLC to have the game feel fulfilled, and by the time the whole DLC season's over, there's more DLC after, and they just grab more money. Like on Xenoverse right now, if you were to buy all the DLCs together, it's like $101, but I'm pretty sure that's if you buy the season pass and all the other DLCs together, which is kind of weird because you wouldn't do that, but it's way over, you know, how much money you should be paying for a Xenoverse game. Hopefully they fix this stuff in terms of microtransactions and DLC. Well, I mean, it doesn't have that much microtransactions. I don't think it has any at all, but I'm just talking about DLCs. Hopefully it's less DLCs and it has way more content that feels more justified, that all the characters, like if Ultra Instinct Goku and Jiren had proper movesets, like really good fun movesets, because one of their ultimates is really good, but the second one is just trash, I'd actually be in support. But like, I don't know, once the hype wears off, you kind of see what the game for what it is. They made it off with your money, and that's really it. But I don't want to talk about this any further. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what your thoughts are on all the points that I've made in this video. Are you going to be buying future DLC from Dimps in Xenoverse 3, or will you not? Because I personally won't even buy the season pass until I see what's going to be in it. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. My name is iVolt. If you're new to my channel, please do subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Leave a like below. And that has been it for me. I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, everybody. Peace.